Hey everyone, for Tuesday, April 13th, welcome to episode 60 of the Ginger and the Beard podcast. I'm AJ, aka the Ginger.
60, jeez. And I'm Reese, aka the Beard.
Today we're talking about the Neuralink monkey, the great semiconductor shortage, Aljamain Sterling's neck surgery, and the millions of dollars being lost by Epic Games.
Don't forget to use the chapters below to skip around and subscribe to us on YouTube or on your favorite podcast platform. All right, man, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Tech transition. All right, let's do this. So, guys, Neuralink reveals a monkey playing Pong using only its brain. What? What? Using its brain. A monkey. Imagine. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Do you mean an unintelligent human or do you mean an actual monkey?
Whoa. Hey, calm down. Okay. You've had too much, sir. So if you guys want to see this for yourselves, we're going to share a link in the description below. It's on YouTube. You can look it up yourself if you haven't seen already. I mean, it's been everywhere. So I feel like if you haven't seen it, maybe you saw it and you haven't listened to it. So here, I'll explain to you what happened. So first off, what is Neuralink? It's a brain-machine interface company created by Elon Musk, the guy that's sending ships to Mars, the guy that's making Tesla vehicles. You know, he's doing it all. And now he's putting
flamethrowers.
Jeez, forgot about that. And now he's putting computers in people's brains. Not people's brains, sorry. Pigs so far and monkeys. They previously demonstrated their N1 link implant during a live stream. It was late last year on some pigs. They tracked the pig's limb movement and they could show it on screen as the pig's brain was firing off. It was picking up those on an electrode that was communicating and showing us the pings basically on screen, which I thought was pretty cool. They've now released this video showing a live trial of the brain implant on I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's a macaque, I think.
Sure, let's go with it.
It's a monkey. It's a primate kind of thing.
You're playing Pong with Macaque. Oh god.
Oh no.
Could they not have picked any other monkey? Could you not have picked like a spider monkey? You had to pick Macaque.
Had to pick Macaque. Oh, dude. No way, man. No way. That's so bad. Anyway, the primate's name is Pager. We will now refer to them as Pager for the rest of this podcast. Not as, hey, it's Macaque.
This is a family show.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, Pager. So, using the primate's own recorded brain data, Neuralink demonstrated in the video. The monkey was able to move a desktop cursor and play a game of Pong. I feel like I've already said that, but I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. So basically, you can watch the video, but I'll explain what's happening in the video real quick if you don't want to watch it. First, we see Pager using an analog stick, basically. If you ever played Atari or anything like that, then you know what I'm talking about. It's an analog stick to select squares as they're highlighting on a screen, like little orange squares. They'll blink, and then he's got to move the cursor via the analog stick, and then he's got to click on it. Okay, so that's all he's doing. And then after that, they recorded baseline neural activity. They show us like what that looks like, basically, and it's just like very staticky and like little lumps on a screen anytime something is happening in his brain. You can actually see on his head there's like a little bald spot where they did the surgery and covered it back up. And then after that, they show him playing Pong. They show him with the wire unplugged, him moving this cursor with just his brain, and then the final part of it is him playing the game of Pong using just his brain. It's just
so crazy,
it's so crazy. So the company placed a pair of N1 link devices. So this is the same thing they used on the pigs in the hand and arm areas of the motor cortex in the brain somewhere. I don't know where the motor cortex is. It's involved in planning. That part of the brain is involved in planning and executing movements. So like in previous research on pigs, the operation is being billed as fully reversible. I don't know if you watched the live stream, but they claim that they could take it all out, sew it all back up, and good to go. no, no side effects, no issues, nothing. So that's pretty cool. The N1 is a sealed implanted device that processes, stimulates, and transmits. Stimulates is a key thing to take note of here. Stimulates and transmits neurosignals. Attached to the implant are small flexible threads containing electrodes for detecting neural signals. Charging and wirelessly transmitting data is done via a removable outside unit. So just to give you like a background idea of what it is, Neuralink has some goals with their BMI technology. They want to build an implantable device that can reach electrical brain signals from can read electrical brain signals from paralyzed users. They want to make that same technology available to neurotypical users too, like you or I. They want to be able to they want the ability of writing signals back to the brain, right? So stimulating, what I said earlier, writing a signal back to the brain. So communicating something back into your brain. Kind of weird, kind of sci-fi there.
Yeah.
Dystopia maybe. And also, the future of gaming, man. We got Pong here. That's how it all started. What's next, So I'm going to read a spokesperson quote from the company real quick, and then we can talk about this a little bit more soon. Our first goal is to give people with paralysis their digital freedom back, to communicate more easily via text, to follow their curiosity on the web, to express their creativity through photography and art, and yes, to play video games. After that, we intend to use the link to help improve the lives of those with neurological disorders and disabilities in other ways. For example, for people with paralysis, the link could also potentially be used to restore physical mobility. Whoa. To achieve this, we'd like the link to read signals in the brain and use them to stimulate nerves and muscles in the body, therefore allowing the person to once again control their own limbs. If their spinal cord was damaged or detached or something like that, they would still be able to move. It's astounding. This is crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then the final thing, I definitely want to talk about more about pager. Musk revealed last.
Wait.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about.
All right. Yeah. Fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Musk revealed that last year, they were granted a breakthrough designation by the U.S. FDA, Food and Drug Administration. So something basically it allows them to participate in medical treatments and use their devices in those medical treatments. So this whole paralysis thing sounds like it's they've got the green light officially.
That's awesome.
But I just want to touch back on what I saw in the video, right? Because I didn't really give a good explanation of it, but it was kind of crazy because like you got to see him with the analog stick, and then it like showed his brainwaves, and then you see it unplugged, and he's actually still using the analog stick, but it's not plugged in. Like he's still sitting there trying to use it, but that's not what's moving the cursor. Like he's moving the analog stick, but like when he moves the analog stick, it's moving the cursor on the screen because it's recognizing its brainwaves. So like they first recorded him use, he was using the analog stick at first to move it, and then they recorded like what his brain was doing as he moved the analog stick. And then they unplugged the analog stick, and then as he's still moving the analog stick, his brain's like having those same signals, and then they're just like, okay, well, we know what those signals are. So they're just taking those signals, and then they're moving the cursor on the screen.
Wow.
But it's like
intense, dude.
It's like he's moving it, and then he's playing, and then they have him playing Pong, and they speed it up and everything, and like, dude, he's hitting those. He's good, man. He's doing good.
Yeah. I'm confused how the Pong part works, and I'm also confused. What is he like blowing into that tube? What is that?
Yeah, so they didn't explain that part. I think that's like some kind of like reward mechanism though, but
okay,
it could be.
Yeah, maybe it's like food coming out of there.
Yeah,
so that he stays there and he's like enjoying himself.
That's what I was thinking. That it was probably something like every time he does something good, like.
Yeah,
he probably gets
I think
rewarded.
You're right, because when it shows a certain angle, when he's playing Pong, and every time it hits the paddle, his tongue starts to go into action, like it's giving him something every time he hits it.
That's what I was thinking, because they that's like the only way they could get a monkey to do that is to reward him every time,
Yeah, that makes sense, dude. That's crazy. The Pong thing, it's hard to illustrate. Like I guess there's some kind of wireless transmission, like, or wireless receiver that's receiving the brain signals.
Yeah.
And making those paddles move.
Right.
But yeah, that part with the analog stick, it's easier for you to understand what's happening there.
Yeah. But the
when you see
paddles
it unplugged, you're like, whoa, that's insane.
But it's the same principle with the paddles, right? Like they probably trained him to do it with an analog stick, and then they
completely took it away from him.
They completely took it away from him, and that final
he's just imagining it. Yeah,
exactly, which is like even crazier. You know what though? It's probably all a lie. There's probably somebody like hiding behind the camera, just like they think the monkey's doing it. It's Macaque.
It's Macaque. Macaque plays Pong.
Watch Macaque play Pong.
There's too much gold in this story.
My wife's probably downstairs looking up at the ceiling.
What the hell?
What is going on up there?
Why is he talking about Macaque?
Why is he talking about Macaque?
Oh man, well that's awesome, man. I mean, this number one, it's just cool to see that, but to understand the hopeful use case of this with people who are paraplegic or whatever. I don't want to say I know, because I worked with this guy for like a couple of months. He was a young dude, just fresh out of college. He played baseball in college. He worked with me at a company for like literally a few months, and then he went on vacation and never came back. And we're like, hey, what happened to him? And they're like, yeah, he had a diving accident. Oh no! So he just died. I think he was just diving into a pool or something like that, and hit his head the wrong way. And I don't know exactly what happened, but he was paralyzed initially. I think initially he was paraplegic. I don't think he could use any of his limbs. But I think he regained movement in his arms, because I actually saw him like 6 months ago, just happened to be the same restaurant as him. Anyways, but he's still paralyzed from the waist down, it looks like. Oh, man. So for somebody as young, not that everyone doesn't deserve this, but for somebody in that scenario where they're super young, they're athletic, they have all this stuff going for them, and then that happens, like that's obviously a tragedy. But to have the promise of this kind of thing, or even people with lifelong disabilities, just born with mental disabilities where they can't communicate verbally or physically what they're thinking, this would be awesome to kind of give them that opportunity.
And this isn't the first time that there's been this brain machine interface technology out there, right? There's other stuff out there, like there's brain implants. I don't know if they're still doing them, or I don't really know any details, but I know that they've had brain implants where they've installed electrodes onto the brain and had them act as like optics, basically. So you could see dots, basically. You could see like little dots, and if there was enough little dots, then you could form the outline of somebody. If you were blind, sorry, I should have said that up front. If you were completely blind, they would put these pad on your brain, basically in the optical region, and as you were looking at somebody, there would be a camera on the front of your head, and it would pass through, and you would see dots, basically.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, in the form of like a silhouette or something like that. So yeah, I mean, there's other examples of this as well, but it's just crazy that there's stuff out there, and anybody that's listening, and if you have any kind of like engineering background or whatever, just go apply at Neuralink. Like, they want to hire everybody right now. They want everyone. They have a very small staff, and they want to like multiply their staff like infinitely.
I wish I was smart enough for that job.
Yeah. Could I just come watch? I could just be a tester. Just put a Neuralink in me. I'm fine with it.
Reese likes to play Pong.
Yeah, let me play Pong with my brain, dude. Let's do this.
Oh, man.
Watch them put it in me, and I can't even do it. It's like the monkey's smarter than me.
All they measure when you're with your brain link is you just keep thinking about fart jokes. You're like, why's this dude always thinking about fart jokes?
This guy's that's all he's doing. He's not even playing Pong.
Yeah, he's thinking about farts. All right, man. Yep. Well, I can't wait for this, but unfortunately, this technology probably requires some sort of chip, some sort of CPU, some sort of processing semiconductor unit. But I don't know if you've heard, there's a massive shortage, and there has been since like the beginning of the year, or maybe even before that. But COVID obviously has had far-reaching effects, but one of those is an increase in demand for tech devices, among many other things. Like if you think about it.
Did you say fart-reaching effects?
There he goes. There's
those, my bad.
Fart brain waves.
Okay.
But it includes things, technology, obviously, people were online learning, working from home. You need new monitors, you need cameras, you need better computers, you need a Chromebook for your kid on, whatever, iPads. And we've seen, obviously, we've been talking about it for a year at this point since COVID happened, that the increase in gaming, people are gaming more than they ever have. So then there's these new consoles and they want new computers. All this demand, obviously means that suppliers have to increase their supply, but that's kind of harder than it sounds. So it's caused this, sort of backlog in I guess, like I said, demand for, or backlog in supply from these chip manufacturers. And that impacts like everything. Obviously it's been hard to get game consoles, the new Xbox Series X, or what are they? That's what they call it, right? Series X?
Yeah, I think so.
Why does that sound wrong to me? Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Xbox. Anyways, the PS5, things like that, really hard to get. The stock is very limited, and that is a large reason. So what's happening? What's going on? What are we going to do to fix this? Well, there's really not much that we can do to fix this, but politicians are now getting involved. So the Biden administration, among all these other funding issues with the stimulus checks and yada, 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 he and his team are also looking for an additional $150 million to fund 2 new manufacturing programs, one being targeted to domestic manufacturing. When I read that, and this is a story that's coming from The Verge, obviously been reported in a lot of other places, but when they say manufacturing programs, I don't really know what that actually means, nor do I know if anybody knows what that means, but that's obviously not plants. I don't think you can build a CPU plant for $150 million. I don't think that's possible. I think you might need a lot more money than that to build a CPU plant, but that could just be my limited knowledge. But
I think you could do it.
You think so?
Well, it just depends on how big the plant's supposed to be.
Yeah, like the size of my house with like 5 engineers, maybe you could 150 million might.
Well, you don't have to build the plant. There's already tons of warehouses that have open space. You don't have to build the actual warehouse, right? You just gotta fit it.
And you gotta hire people that know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, put machines in.
That's the most expensive part.
$150 million to start though, like it's
pretty low.
Yeah, they're probably just getting it done.
When they say manufacturing programs, like I don't know what that actually means. Like I feel like politicians hide stuff behind fancy names all the time.
I know what it means. It's like a loan program. Oh, you're gonna make these? Okay, well we'll give you a tax cut, and we got $150 million worth of budget to give you tax cuts or give you grants or something like that.
Yeah, could be. Definitely could be. And actually back in February, Biden's administration signed an executive order. This must have been one of his first executive orders, calling for government reviews into the semiconductor supply chain. Government's got to get their hands on everything. But yeah. sounds dirty, man. But it's apparently that review wasn't supposed to end until June. So like it takes you, what's that, 5 months to review the supply chain of semiconductors. Okay. But anyways, The Verge also reported in their story that on Monday, the White House and cabinet officials are set to host a virtual CEO summit on semiconductor supply chain resilience.
Okay.
So the conversation is going to focus on Biden's jobs plan and ways to strengthen the semiconductor supply chain. Companies like Alphabet, which obviously parent company of Google, AT&T, Ford, GM, Intel, and Samsung are expected to be in attendance. So that's going to be cool. I wonder if we could be like fly on the wall for that. It'd be cool if you could do if you could tune in for that. But if not, maybe they'll put out like cliff notes or a video or something of that, because that'd be interesting to listen in on. I'm
sure the press that will be there will, give us all the information. We need to get press badges, bro.
Whoa, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not going to trust like the Today Show to report on this.
I don't trust. I don't trust the news.
Yeah, the Today Show's like, I like the Today Show, just FYI, but Today Show's like, today, CEOs from major tech companies met with Biden to discuss semiconductors. And in other news, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are getting back together. Woo! Like, they'll talk about that for 1,000 years. But
wait, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are getting back together?
No, that's fake news.
Oh.
You're so disappointed.
No, I was just kidding anyway.
Bradgelina.
I was just playing the dumb American.
Yeah. No, most people believe anything. But anyways, aliens are real. So you might ask yourself, why Ford and GM? What are they doing at this conference? They don't make tech devices. Well, you may not know it, or you probably do know it. All of your vehicles that we drive around, or most of them, any newer than, I don't know, a few decades, have computer chips in them in some capacity that control all your fancy electronics in your car, your navigation systems, your entertainment systems, your alarm, GPS, whatever. So this has impacted more than just computer manufacturers, camera manufacturers, or iPhones, whatever. Ford is actually, I actually was aware of this before even reading the story, because my company deals in this kind of area. Ford's actually stopped manufacturing, they've continued to manufacture trucks, but have manufactured trucks that don't even have a chip in them. So like, they're putting these things off to the side and waiting for the new supply of chips to come in, so they can just poke them in the trucks. Right? It sounds super easy.
It's that bad.
So yeah, so that delays delivery of vehicles to dealers, which impacts the availability of cars when you want to go buy them. Just like you can't go buy a PS5 whenever you want to, you can't also just go out and buy a truck as easily as you might wish you could. So it's far-reaching, dude. It's fart-reaching. It's fart-reaching.
I want to know what part of the supply chain is causing this, right? Because there's probably a lot of different parts, like raw materials that are needed to create a semiconductor, and it's probably just one of those raw materials that we're having trouble with. And I'm just wondering, where is the shortage? Is it silicone? Is it, it's probably not oil, right? Even though, I mean, is it heavy? Is it gold? It could be gold, right? I think they have gold in semiconductors.
Probably. Yeah, some kind of precious metals.
Is it diamonds? Do you believe in diamonds? Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in life after
love? Do you believe in Yes.
This podcast has gone off the rails already. I'm just kidding. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's true.
But
dude, have you ever seen Knight Rider?
No.
It's
I know
like
about Kip though.
Yeah.
Kip or Kit?
I don't remember. But that car had like 100 semiconductors.
It had a bunch. We should recover those.
Yeah.
Didn't it go? Is that the one where the car? No, there was some movie where like the car went like evil and like just chased people down and killed them.
That was like Death Machine or something, or like Death.
There's
something crazy.
There's been some stupid movies.
There have been. There's
killer.
Do you remember like Blob?
Just hide in a building. Like the car can't come in the building. Like I mean, that's what
you think. It's
like,
got the keys.
Go underground or like
it's got
come
the
on.
Keys.
It's like Chucky, the Chucky movies. It's like,
it can dig. It can dig underground. Watch out.
I don't care how strong this stupid stuffed doll is. I'm wrecking that doll's day.
It's like the age-old question. How many third graders could you beat up? I could beat up one Chucky, okay? I can guarantee you that. One
Definitely.
Chucky. No
I'll never forget there's a scene where he like holds a pillow in a lady's face and like suffocates her. I'm like, how? Your neck muscles are strong enough. You just... You're just...
Dude, no way. But you're so
Chucky
right
had
about
a badass semiconductor inside of him, I guess.
I tell you what, man, that sucker probably had 10,000 semiconductors. But no, man, he's like the least scary. Anyway, we got off on a tangent.
Anyways, so to answer your question though, I don't know if there's a particular piece of the CPU that's causing a delay, but there actually have been I think a couple of fires at chip manufacturing plants, like fires that like burn down buildings or whatever.
Sabotage.
This one I'm reading like a little note in Google here. I can't even pronounce his name. Renaissance. Electrics Corporation, which accounts for 30% of the global market for microcontroller units used in cars, was hit by fire earlier this month. This was in March, at the very end of March. The company said on Tuesday it would take at least 100 days for production to normalize at the plant in northeast Japan.
Yikes.
So stuff like that, it's really screwing stuff up, man.
I bet the Suez Canal blockage, I can almost guarantee that's probably played a part in it, right?
It's possible, dude. I mean, that's delivering. Who knows what's on that thing, or who knows what's on all the vessels trying to come through there. But that was intense. So, just to kind of close out this story here, I think in response to all this happening and its impacts on smartphone manufacturers and things like that, Google, Oppo, Xiaomi, just to name a few, are starting to make their own chips, or at least reportedly are starting to make their own chips, to kind of I guess they control their supply chain. And I think that's kind of a huge advantage for Apple. Apple obviously has been making their own silicon for their phones for a long time now. And that gives them complete and total control over the supply chain. So big advantage for them. Sucks for Google, Oppo, and Xiaomi, because now they've got to go out and hire people who know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. And I mean, who knows what could go wrong in making your own chip for the first time when you're competing with somebody like Apple.
Could be good to have that kind of competition, though.
Yeah, I mean, once it evens out, it's going to take a few tries for them to make a good chip, I feel like. But
yeah. We'll see.
But anyways, that was a lot of tech news.
Your car might turn into Death Machine in the future. You watch out.
I'll break out my Chucky doll, and it'll be Chucky versus Death Machine.
Chucky versus Death Machine. Round one, fight.
Jason versus Michael Myers or whatever.
Finish him.
Oh man,
get him with the little pillow stuff. The pillow.
Suffocate the car with the pillow.
Suffocate that car.
How does this work? I don't know.
Oh no, the car just dug underground. How did it do that?
Oh, wait. Here comes Macaque. Here to save the day.
He's got Pong. He's controlling everything. Macaque is playing Pong.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. A lot of good tech news. Before we talk about UFC, I want to give a reminder for you guys to go check out our What You Drinking video. Tonight, I reviewed the everlasting blueberry oatmeal stout from Buffalo Bill's Brewery.
Nice. And I reviewed the Bourbon Barrel Crew from Hardywood Craft Brewery. Make sure to check them out. Our What You Drinking beer reviews are exclusive to YouTube and our website, so click the link in the description on this episode to check it out. UFC Shenanigans coming up. All right, man. What's going on in the UFC world these days? A lot of crazy stuff, right?
A lot of crazy stuff. I will say really quickly, I missed the fights tonight. Tonight for us is Saturday. Looking forward to watching UFC after last week's hiatus. Didn't realize the fights were coming on earlier than they normally do, so I was pretty bummed out that I did not get to watch them live. But I know you are going to catch us up on at least one of those fights soon. Yep. But before we get into that, interesting news for a fight that happened a few weeks ago. Aljamain Sterling, our new champion. What division is bantamweight, right?
How dare you?
Bantamweight, right?
I think it. No. I'm pretty sure it's bantamweight, but he's not. Champion. He's not the champion.
Let me confirm really quick before I'm telling. Yeah, bantamweight. Sorry. Our new bantamweight champion, air quotes champion. He's got to have some neck surgery, man. It's going to be a while before we see a rematch to determine is he, could he, would he have been the actual champion. I think the answer is no. I think we all agree with that.
I think we do. I think we know.
Yeah. So he's got to go under the knife, man. He's got to repair a herniated disc that he says he's been dealing with for a long time, like 10 years, but also said that the fight with Petr Yan, the knee to the side of the head while he was down, if you guys don't know that happened, was the straw on the camel's back that forced him into surgery.
Sure.
So he's been dealing with it for 10 years. Herniated disc. That's a long ass time for a herniated disc, by the way. But the knee to the head was the straw that broke the camel's back.
And not the 100 punches before that. Nah, it was the knee. It was the knee. Not the 100 punches though. Okay.
Yeah. So take that for what you will. But here's the interesting part. It's going to take 3 months to heal and 5 months until the doctors would be confident or this is kind of Aljamain's report, that 5 months until he'd be confident to take a fight after healing up from the surgery. 5 months. Holy crap, dude. That's almost half a year. That puts us into like, what is it, April? That's like in September.
I can't believe he's allowed to hold on to that belt for so long. They need to change this rule immediately and bust out that interim championship. Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he put out on Twitter after saying something well, I guess this was directed towards Piotr Jan. It says, for the dummies saying he's out for 9 months and the losers who says he's faking shit, see you in October, peanut butter pan. Okay, fine. That's actually a funny joke. I'll give him that. Sterling tweeted, sincerely, your champ, suck it, and life goes on. Okay. So
you're not the champ.
Don't sign your tweet with your champ when you fucking you won by DQ. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
seriously?
You didn't win, man. You didn't win. You didn't win the fight. You were handed the belt. You were given the belt.
In fact, you were getting dominated.
You were getting dominated. You can't even claim to be the champion because you didn't win the fight fair and square.
I've lost a lot of respect for Aljamain in the last like 2 months.
Dude, I don't think I'll ever be a fan of his again at this rate.
Yeah, not even 2 months, like a month.
I don't think
so
respect.
either, dude.
I got no respect for the guy anymore.
I liked him.
I liked him going into that fight. I don't like him at all anymore.
Me too, man. Me either. Like, just the way he's been acting the last couple weeks of like, so like he deserved, like, I don't know, like any other humble fighter in this division, in this organization
would be saying the whole time, I don't feel good about this. This really isn't my belt. Don't call me the champ. I didn't win this.
Yeah, I mean, look at Justin Gaethje when he had the interim title. He threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Said, I'll wait for the real one. And never talked about it again after that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, never claimed to be the champ. None of that stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's just disrespectful. But I what you said a second ago about interim title fight, that was my question when I read this. Was like, all right, Robert Whittaker went out with like a stomach issue a couple years ago, right? When he couldn't fight Kelvin Gastelum.
Right.
Kelvin lost his shot at the title. I feel like it was maybe like a few months after that when who was it that got that interim belt? They had it for a while. Damn, who was that?
Which weight class?
It was lightweight. Where's Robert Whittaker fighting now?
Not lightweight.
Middleweight.
Yeah. It was Izzy had the interim. He won it versus. I think he won it versus Kelvin Gastelum.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Is that
was
true?
The Kelvin. You're right. Because that was the Kelvin Izzy fight. That was like still one of my favorite fights of all time.
Yeah.
That's when he got the interim title belt. And then his next fight was Robert Whittaker, which happened, I feel like it was probably like 6 months after that Kelvin fight. Obviously, he had to recover for a while. But so anyways, my point being, how long do we wait, especially in this scenario, like you just said? He won via DQ to get the belt. He's talking all this shit he doesn't deserve. And now he has to be out for 5 months at minimum. Right. Like, I feel like Dana and Sean Shelby right now should be looking at, okay, who's fighting for the belt?
Yeah.
I mean, who would you put up there right now? I mean, there's a lot of killers in that division, man. Corey Sandhagen, I think I would definitely put up for
Corey
interim title.
Corey and Peter, that's it.
Would you do Peter, though, or would you wait for the rematch?
I'd go Peter Pan, yeah.
You went to Peter Pan?
I'd go Peter Pan, for sure. I lost respect for Peter Pan, too, okay?
True.
Peter Pan. Peter Pan need a guy on his knees, right? That's number one. And then, why are you putting your hand up, bro? Put your hand down.
Raise his hand. Come on.
I mean,
right now, man.
That division, I'm not very happy about that division right now. But Corey Sandhagen, I like Corey Sandhagen.
I think Corey Sandhagen and Piotr, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about Corey for the next title shot already.
Mm-hmm.
Corey and Piotr, that'd be a great interim belt.
Yeah, but Corey lost to Aljamain in the first round, like in the first minute.
Maybe a fluke. Maybe it was a fluke.
I think it was a fluke.
I don't know. Guess time will tell. But anyways, man, I'm excited to hear what happened today because I didn't get to watch it. So let's hear what you got.
Well, I didn't get to watch it either, okay? But I did rewatch the fights. I rewatched the Mackenzie Dern and Nina Nunes fight.
So you didn't watch it live, but you watched it.
I did watch it, but I didn't watch
That
it
counts.
live. I was out in the yard, getting things done. And honestly, I had no idea that it was early in the day. They don't usually do Vegas ones early in the day.
That's
like
what I'm saying, dude.
If it was in Abu Dhabi, then I could expect that. But
that's what I told Shane. I was like, it must have been in China or something. I don't know.
It was in Vegas. That's so weird.
It's probably because it was on ABC.
Oh, it was on ABC.
It was on ABC. That's
so
why.
I bet these smaller events are probably going to be like during the day. But it's like, why would you do it during the day? But it's probably because they have like primetime television at night. So anyway, I get it. I understand. Freaking primetime. Nobody wants primetime.
UFC takes a backseat to like
watch people punch each other
Blue
in the
Bloods
face.
or whatever those stupid shows are.
Yeah. Whatever.
Las Vegas Hospital ER.
Somebody.
Another nurse and another doctor getting it on.
I want to watch two girls strangle each other. Come on.
Surprise! One of them has a heart attack and dies.
That's like every episode, right?
Every episode. Who dies next? Who gets the heart attack?
Oh wait, they saved him. He's alive.
It's her mom. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
All right. Calm down. Oh man. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So Mackenzie Dern. I wanted to, dude. I'm so pissed because I wanted to watch the Marvin Vettori and Kevin Holland fight too. So I haven't watched that one yet. Hopefully, I can find that and watch the replay. But anyway, Mackenzie Dern makes quick work of Nina Nunes. Do you know who Nina Nunes is? Nina Anzarov. Is that her name?
Yeah, it clicked for me before the show. Yeah, Nina Ansaroff now married to the Lioness.
The Lioness. Everybody knows Amanda Nunes. So Amanda Nunes' boo thing is Nina Nunes, formerly Nina Anzarov. She lost to Mackenzie Dern in the first round via armbar submission, man. It was quick. I don't know if you watched it since, but it was UFC Vegas 23, April 10th. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, it was on Saturday. The tap from Nunes came at 4 minutes and 48 seconds, just 12 seconds to go in the opening round as Dern wraps up her fourth submission in the octagon. Pretty cool. She said, "It feels so good, Dern." She said, "It feels so good. Nina's such a great girl. Nina's so respectful. I look up to her so much. The fact that we're both moms, I have really good connection because of that. That's cool. Anyone," and this is what she was saying after that. She said, "Anyone she wants somebody in the top 10 or the top 5 would be even better." So that's cool. So she's ready, man. She's ready. She looked pretty good. She looked good. She put the pressure on early with striking, and Nunes didn't have a response at all. It's weird to say Nunes didn't have a response. Nunes didn't have a response at all.
Wait, who are we talking about here?
It's the first time I could say that ever. Nunes wasn't doing much, man. This is bad for Amanda. This is really bad for Amanda.
I know.
Dern scored a takedown and methodically moved to full mount. It was very impressive. You could definitely tell that she's a very high level jiu-jitsu practitioner. She started with her ground and pound, and eventually Nunes made a mistake that allowed Dern to begin attacking Nunes' arm. I'm just gonna fucking keep saying Nunes. I like it. So she was just attacking that arm, trying to get that arm bar, and after a minute of doing that, throwing in a little bit of ground pound here and there, moving around, switching position, doing whatever she needed to do, she was able to break Nunes' defense and quickly end the match with 12 seconds to go with that first round arm bar. Pretty good.
Nice. Good for her, man. Well, I'm looking at the rankings right now, dude. Like, Nina was 5. She was ranked number 5.
How?
So we're, I don't know how. I haven't heard much good about her. She lost her last fight. She lost her last fight to Tatiana Suarez.
And she hasn't fought in like 2 or 3 years, right?
That was June of 2019. So almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they got a lot going on in their life, which is cool. Here's a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think anybody who fights Nina is like, if I beat Nina, I'm in trouble? Like, Amanda Nunes is coming knocking on my door. Like,
Amanda's gonna come find me.
You beat up my girl? Come on! Like,
I can't even go and get coffee anymore. We can't even get coffee. Amanda's just standing outside looking at him. She's like,
Yeah.
You bit on my girlfriend?
Just mad dogging.
Bit on my girlfriend?
I would be terrified. Definitely don't
not
want to
girlfriend,
cross her.
wife. You beat on my wife?
Beat on my wife.
Don't
My
touch
baby mama.
Don't
My
touch,
baby mama.
Don't touch my wife. It's my wife. I beat her. No, whoa, wait.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. I think we talked about it before. Like, what would happen if the two of them like had to fight? I don't know why. Like, one's bantamweight, one's strawweight.
We know what would happen.
Oh, of course. I mean, obviously, there's literally no one in the UFC or elsewhere that could.
30 seconds. Amanda Nunes could knock me out, dude. Come on. I have no chance against Amanda.
Oh, for sure. No way.
Yeah.
I'd just pass out standing in front of her.
I wouldn't even I would just listen. Don't even touch me. I'm sorry. Whatever I did. I'm sorry. What do you need?
Whatever I've done.
You need a foot rub?
Here's all my money.
You want my clothes? Here's my clothes. You want my shoes? Here you go. My glasses? You probably don't have. You want my glasses?
My shirt. You can have the shirt. It's my favorite shirt. But yeah, now, looking at the strawweight division, man, like there are some contenders there. Like there's Carla Esparza, who did she fight recently? Oh man, didn't she fight for the title recently?
I thought she had a fight coming up. Actually, I don't remember. Honestly, I haven't been watching the fight cards except for like the main events and stuff recently. So
let's
I haven't
look
been
at
following.
She fought. Okay, she fought in May of what? Oh, she got a fight coming up in May. No, she hasn't fought for a while now. Okay, I'm wrong. Her last fight was July of last year. But anyways, Carla Esparza, she's great. Joanna and Rose and Zhang Weili. So obviously Rose and Zhang have a fight coming up.
Right.
But Joanna, that leaves Joanna in a good position. That'd be cool.
So you're thinking Mackenzie versus Joanna? That's a pretty big step up, man. I don't know.
I think they probably, but I mean, Carla's already got a fight scheduled for May of this year.
Okay, so that, and I'll say this about Mackenzie. She was looking, in her last couple fights, she was looking kind of like flat-footed. In this fight, she brought the pressure. She was doing pretty good. Her striking was like looking like it had improved, but she's got a long way to go on her striking. And her ground game's spectacular and all, but she's got to work on her ground and pound. Her ground and pound's like, it just kind of
weak sauce.
It just, it didn't look like it was really even doing any damage, honestly.
Yeah. Well, who would be a good fight though? Michelle Watterson.
Oh, that's a great fight. Michelle needs to fight to prove herself. Hasn't she been on a losing streak? Her last fight, she lost. No, not her last fight. Damn, dude, where does the time go? I could have swore she just fought, but her last fight was in September. She beat Angela Hill in September, but she lost previously to Carla Esparza in May of last year. That's right, but that fight was so bad, man. I remember watching that. It was a really bad fight.
Yeah. So, but Michelle, I think she's got a karate style, but I think she's got I think is she black belt?
She's the karate hottie, man.
Yeah, but I think she's a brown belt in BJJ.
Okay.
That would be a good matchup.
I think that
would be a good matchup.
I think she could hold her own.
Yeah, and Michelle's ranked number 8 right now, so that gives her a top 10 fight.
That's good. But, I mean, why would Mackenzie fight somebody in the top 8? She just beat somebody in the top 5. She should be ranked number 5 now. But not really. I'm just saying.
Like we've said, dude, like, I feel like, and this is no jab against the female fighters in any kind of way. I think we've said this a couple episodes ago, like, current champions right now in the women's division, there really aren't any competitors that are like worthy opponents at this moment. Like Amanda Nunes, obviously. Zhang Weili. I can see Zhang Weili, like, I don't know, man. She's so good. Well, she's so good.
The thing is like there's competitors. It's just that there's such a large skill gap.
Exactly.
Between the people at the top and the people that are in like the top 1 or 2 positions are like leagues ahead of everybody else. You have these like amazing standout fighters. And then the other people, it's just like not there. They're not there.
You may or may not have heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Zhang Weili, then you got Valentina Shevchenko at flyweight. So, and then in strawweight, the number 1 and number 2 spot is Rose and Joanna. And in the flyweight, it's Jessica Andrade as the number 1 seed. Like there's absolute killers at the top. So
yeah.
I feel like everybody else underneath of there is just like, I don't know, just depends on how good they've been doing.
I think Jessica Andrade is beatable though. Like I don't think she's that
For
good,
sure.
honestly. I think she just knocks people out and gets lucky. I shouldn't say lucky. Like she knocks people out. She's got a lot of strength, but like I don't think she's like that technical. I think she just like throws haymakers and scores them.
She's a little pit bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't want to get
anyways.
hit by her.
Hell no.
Yeah.
She's also scary.
Right? Who am I kidding? Everybody's scary. But
Mhm.
anyway, man, that's fun stuff, man. Fun stuff in the UFC world. And
Indeed.
I can't wait to see what else comes, man. I know we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Actually, what is coming up? Hold on.
That's what I'm like, what is the next event? Let's see. We've got, next weekend, this coming up weekend for when you guys hear this, we've got a Robert Whittaker and Kelvin Gastelum matchup.
Finally.
The fight that never was. I
Dude.
think Kelvin Gastelum. I hope Kelvin Gastelum. I like Robert Whittaker. I think he's a cool dude.
I'm gonna take Robert on this one, man. I don't think Kelvin's got it. I don't think
I want to see a come up for Kelvin Gastelum, dude. I've been a huge Kelvin fan ever since he was on the Ultimate Fighter.
Okay.
And I was like, I mean, that fight with Izzy was like one for the record books, man. It was so good.
Yeah.
But then after that, we've got 261 Kamaru versus Jorge.
Oh, I am pretty excited about that as well.
And
two
more titles.
Well, don't forget we got dude. I'm so excited for these that whole card, because Weili Zhang versus Rose, man. I can't wait to see that. And then Valentina Shevchenko, I love watching her fight. She's gonna fight Jessica Andrade. Honestly, I mean Shevchenko all the way. So see how that goes. And then we got. Yeah. Ooh, and then, dude, honestly, a fight night. Yuri Prochazka versus Dominic Reyes. I'm excited about that. Dominic's only lost to the champions, right? And Yuri,
John and
Jan. And Yuri is looking pretty good, man. So, yeah, I'm excited to see that. And then you got. After that, Corey Sandhagen and TJ Dillashaw.
We forgot about this.
TJ Dillashaw is coming back.
What if TJ comes back and like just rocks Corey? I don't think it's going to happen, but what if he just comes back and just...
TJ's old news, man.
Smashes Corey.
Nah, TJ's old news. There's no way. There's no way, dude. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Marvin Vettori did beat Kevin Holland. I don't know if I said that officially, but if you didn't see that, Marvin Vettori did win. Make sure to check out Marvin Vettori, man. He's pretty good.
Yeah, lots of good fights coming up, man. I'm excited. They've got some good stuff booked out for a while, but you guys let us know what you're most excited about.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time on that. I think we need to jump into this gaming grind real quick and give you guys a little update on Epic Games. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, let's wrap this show up. We've been going for about 48 minutes now. Thank you for sticking around. Appreciate you, as always. And let me give you the news real quick in the gaming world. Epic is losing hundreds of millions of dollars as it battles Steam. You know how we've been getting these free Epic games?
Yeah.
Like every week, they just give you free games. And like sometimes they'll give you like 20 games at a time or whatever.
Yes.
You know, those aren't like free. They're not like free, you know? They're free to us. Like it's free. But somebody's paying for them. It's not
Epic's
us.
paying for it.
Epic's paying. Epic. Thanks, Epic. Thanks, Daddy.
Epic is our video game sugar daddy.
Thanks,
Sugar Mama.
Thanks, Sugar Epic. Sugar Epic. Reports say they're set to lose $330 million this year, in a battle to gain market share from Steam. So the whole reason they've been doing this is, hey guys, we got free stuff over here.
Come to us.
Don't worry about Steam. What's Steam? You don't like Steam. We got free stuff over here. Come get it.
Epic's got a way better name too.
Yeah, it's Epic.
Steam sucks as a name.
Steam's like, oh, you got burnt.
Yeah.
Come over to Epic.
Epic Games.
Epic Games.
It's literal naming. Literal naming.
Fucking epic, bitches. Fucking epic.
There's so many clips in this episode.
You play with Steam? What, did you put the burner on high and you made water into steam? Oh, Steam. Epic Games, bitches, come.
Come get epic. Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
This episode.
Yeah. So this is reported by PC Gamer. Epic's legal fight with Apple. You know, like we talked about this whole thing like a while back about Fortnite and like them taking it off the Apple Store and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's still going on. And so this is all coming from that legal battle. So it's given us insight into how much Epic is spending to build up the Epic Game Store, including that it confirmed around $444 million to exclusivity deals in 2020 alone. So you know those times where like you can only get the game on Epic, you can't actually get it on Steam. That's because they're like paying these companies up front. They're like, hey guys, check it out. I'm going to give you this. Don't talk to Steam. Steams are bitches. Epic.
That's exactly what their pitch sounds like.
That's pretty much it. And then they're like, oh shit, this sounds epic. Let's do it. So anyway, they don't actually care if their games are going to sell enough to cover it either. They're just like, you know what? Just take this money. We just want you. We don't even care.
Somebody out there is going to love this free platformer with these weird ass characters.
They're going to be like, oh my God, free games? That's epic.
Free games? Hell yeah.
I only want the most epic stuff, dude. If it's not epic, I don't want it.
I just spent $2,600 on my gaming PC. I got some free games now. Some platformers.
Staplers.
Some 16-bit platformers on my GTX 3090.
Sucker's got a Bitcoin mining operation behind him.
Yeah.
Play these 16-bit games. Yeah. With my pecking. Yeah. Anyway. So for example, Epic paid 505 Games $10.45 million for Control. I don't know if you saw Control. I played Control all the way through.
You showed me Control.
That game was sick.
You showed me it on your ray tracing.
Yeah, dude, that game was epic for sure.
Yeah.
So that was back in 2019. In Epic's end of year report, it was revealed that Epic had yet to earn back that $444 million in advances towards third-party publishers. Apple claims Epic is going to lose at least $330 million in unrecouped costs from minimum guarantees alone. Apple projects that Epic Games Store may lose somewhere below $600 million. So it's like that's like the high end that it's thinking it'll do. And they also think that Epic won't be profitable until 2027. So like Apple's just like, you know what, you motherfuckers, we're going to have a legal suit with you. You know what's going to happen? We're just going to say all the worst things possible. You guys are going to lose $600 million. You're already losing $600 million. And you're not going to be profitable for everybody. No one ever wants to give you money ever again. All your investors, go away.
Somehow divulged into South Park voices.
Let me get more serious. Sorry.
Profit is bad, okay? Free games are good, okay?
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids.
Oh my God, they killed Epic.
You guys need a towel?
Want to get high?
Everybody wants a towel.
My favorite South Park episode is Tally. When they get locked out of, what is it? They get locked, and he's like, oh my God, guys, I think I know the passcode. It's the beat to Funky Town.
Dude, I love that episode. All right, but these episodes are these estimates from Apple are from its summary of the arguments it plans to bring to court in May of 2021. So next month, this is going down. It's going to be epic as it defends itself against Epic's antitrust complaint, right? And I'll tell you about that in a second if you don't know what I'm talking about. Epic shared that it expects to start earning annual profits in 2023. So Epic's like, bro, 2023 is when we're going to start making money, okay?
Yeah.
Not 2027. 2023. All right? Furthermore, while Apple claims Epic is losing money, Epic is like, yo, we're not losing money. We're investing money, okay? We're talking about the future, okay? You call it losing, we call it investing. Yeah, bruh.
Duh, bro. Come on.
It's going to be epic.
I'm just going to do a super cut of every time we say epic. Epic, 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 epic.
Yeah.
This episode was epic.
It was so epic. Anyway, I'm sorry, I lost my spot. And its 12% revenue share are all part of the plan to take on Steam. So it's like, listen, you got to spend money to make money. So we're spending a lot of money just so that we can be competitive with Steam, because there's nobody, like, literally, this is what it takes. That's so crazy that this is what it takes to compete with Steam.
Yeah.
Like, you literally have to do some crazy stuff like this. First off, have a game like Fortnite that makes you billions of dollars.
Oh my god!
And then you're just like, we got billions of dollars. What should we do?
Lose it.
It's gonna be epic. We're gonna fight Steam. We're gonna fight Steam. So they're fighting Steam right now. So anyway, this is a quote from CEO Tim Sweeney of Epic. EGS is not yet profitable at its current scale and stage of development because it has front-loaded its marketing and user acquisition costs to gain market share. Investments, you know what's up. So Epic and Apple are set to go into an in-person trial on May 3rd of 2021, less than a month, over issues that all began when Epic implemented a direct pay system into Fortnite that bypassed the Apple App Store and Apple's 30% cut. Whoa, dude. First off, Apple was getting a 30% cut. Bro,
yeah,
you guys are so greedy. Oh my God, Apple. You should be ashamed of yourselves. 30% cut? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's insane. It's highway robbery.
We talked about this a couple months ago.
I mean, they have a shitload of iPhone users that are downloading these games, so like, it maybe evens out. I don't know.
So after Epic did that, Apple was like, screw you guys. They removed Fortnite from the Apple App Store, which is like kind of like counterproductive. It's like, why are you going to remove it? You guys were still making money off of it, I thought. And so anyway, Epic then filed a lawsuit against the company while also beginning its free Fortnite campaign.
Yeah. Well, the reason they removed it from the App Store was because Epic decided to like allow users to essentially sideload it to iPhones. They made their own game launcher and was like allowing people to still download it. Like basically what do you call it? They were bypassing Apple's policy, breaching policy, I guess.
Okay.
Which is what caused Apple to be like, no, screw you guys. It's just some high school drama. That's what it really is. I think when they meet in court May 3rd of this year, Tim Cook and Tim Sweeney need
they're gonna be like, hey, your name's Tim? My name's Tim.
No, it just needs to be a battle of the Tims. Just like the battle of the Austins, like we talked about.
Yeah, the Austins.
Only one Tim reigns supreme.
I'm Tim. No, I'm Tim.
I'm Tim. Tim. And then South Park's Timmy comes out. Timmy!
I'm
or
Timmy.
No, Jimmy. What does Timmy say? Timmy just says Timmy a bunch of times.
Timmy says, Timmy. Timmy's like, Timmy, what are you doing? Yeah, it's Timmy. And Jimmy.
And Jimmy's, Jimmy! Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
We've lost all control.
How strong is your beer again?
Mine's 7.9%. I'm just in this kind of a mood today. Yours is 12%.
If you guys have made it this far, like I am, hats off to you. Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun for us.
And you're welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, on that note, I think we should go ahead and wrap this up, man. What do you think?
Yeah, we should put a bow on this. So
let's do it.
Go for it.
As always, guys, we appreciate you we appreciate you tuning in to another epic episode, and ask that you please like and subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, and come say hi to us, please, on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, we should also plug, we have a Discord server now.
Yes.
So please check that out.
Come play video games with us.
Yeah. We've got a gaming channel. We we have voice comms in there, so you want to come hang out with us whenever you want. Come say hi. Yeah. We'll link it in the show notes below, so join our Discord and just come interact with us, man. If you haven't noticed it, we're pretty cool people and we like to chat.
Come on over, guys. Come do this. And of course, if you really want to help us grow the show, please share the episode with a friend you think will like it. For now, we will see you all in the next episode, or in Discord, or on YouTube, or just wherever you guys want to come check us out. Come check us out. It'll be epic.
Epic. Okay.
Peace.
See ya.